Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Trading Tactics. This is Brian, and today I want to go over the ES. This is something that I plan on doing every single morning to get a battle plan together. Hopefully, just about every morning I'll be able to get this on YouTube. I'm going to try my best. Anyway, yesterday was an absolutely wild day. If you recall, if you watched yesterday, then we were talking about this range, this balanced out profile, and we were looking for extension to one side or the other. Otherwise, we were going to be playing the fade on the range. What I didn't expect to happen was both sides of the range to get taken out. It was absolutely a crazy day. We went up, we tagged an untested value high area, and then the market just bled off the rest of the day from there. So what are we going to do today? How are we going to approach today after yesterday's huge run up? Are we going to bounce? Are we going to see further continuation? Or are we just going to consolidate? We'll answer these questions after the intro. Till then, go ahead and smash that like, notify, and subscribe. Let's rock out, and we'll get right off into it. All right, so here we are. We are on this is a 21 ref chart, and these are the daily profiles. So you can see that yesterday's profile is just really jagged and ugly. It's just a very ugly, disorganized profile. We don't have a consolidated value area to use, so those are pretty much going to be bust for the day. We just have directionality in the market. So with that said, I'm going to be keying in on some of these low volume nodes that was left behind yesterday in the event that we start getting any kind of pullback. I'm going to look for those for areas of resistance to take this short, okay? I'm not really interested in a long trade unless we start establishing a pattern of higher highs and higher lows. Outside of that, I'm going to be looking to take this thing short. So we'll be looking for something to develop like this throughout the course of the day, just where it moves up to one of these resistance areas and rejects off of it, and that's where I would want to enter, is something like that, something known, something that I understand. Not really wanting to get too creative with trying to find support and resistance areas. I just want to go with those low volume nodes today, and maybe even the individual high volume nodes could be some pretty interesting areas to watch as well. So we'll be paying attention to all of that. If this thing does not do that and it just decides to go south instead, then I'm going to be looking for it to pull back into something that I know and that I understand, something off of the OHLC, trend lines, pitchfork, whatever the case may be. So we'll be looking for a lot of different opportunities to join this action if this thing just wants to go. Right now, we are in a slight gap down scenario. There's still about an hour until the bell opens, so a lot can change between now and then. But right now, we are gap down a little bit from the close. We're inside of the value area, or inside of the range. There's not really a value area that we could use today, but we are opening up inside of the range. So clearly we're going to be looking for a break of the range. The overnight high and low are going to be pretty critical prices for me to watch as well. Now, this is the daily chart. Just kind of want to zoom way out and give you an idea of what's going on the daily chart on a big macro look of the market. And you can see that starting over here at around April of 2022, the market's just been chopping around sideways in a very long, pronounced ranging activity. I know there's a lot of reports every single day on CNBC saying the ES or the Dow was up, however many points, or it's down however many points. It really hasn't gone anywhere. It moved from this 43.27 area down to 35.02, and it's been stuck there ever since for pretty much a year now. So until we really break out of that range, we can expect this to continue. Now, if you look at the volume profile here, most of our time has been chopping around in this area between about 38.14 and 41.58, and that's going to be where our value area is for this composite. The mid is the interesting number that I wanted to show you all on this. This is the 50% between the high and the low here. That's 39.14 3/4. That's the red dashed dotted line, whatever you want to call it. And that actually was our low point yesterday. That's where we interacted with and bounced up off of yesterday. We're currently it looks like we're just below that a couple of points. So we're going to be looking for that to provide a good resistance going into today, and that could be a place to pick up a short trade or some puts to the downside if you're day trading the ES. Things to be aware of are we do have a couple of multi-day composites on both sides of price right now. This is a 3-week range right here. This is the one that we've been stuck in for a while, and I'll show you that in just a moment. But we've been stuck in this for a while. We finally broke out of this area, and we are now currently below it. So, but we stepped right into a landmine of another one. So we have all of these levels here that we're going to be looking out for potential support or pullback targets. If we pass through them, we'd be looking for the market to pull back into these areas in order to take a short trade. Lastly, we have, this is the 3 weeks that I wanted to show you. So this is going back to about February the 20th and then all the way up until current day. You can see that our profiles are pretty much just jammed on top of each other here. There's not a lot of wiggle room going from profile to profile at this point, as far as where price is actually going. It just hasn't gone anywhere. That's why we're looking at this as kind of a composite area, and we're very interested in the fact that we broke out of this area yesterday and that we've held it as well as we did. So looking for that to continue on to today. We're going to be looking to see if that's going to continue to be a thing. If this weekly profile is going to, this is the current developing weekly profile here. We're going to see if that wants to extend to the downside or if we're going to start chopping around and forming a base down here. We don't know yet. So that's yet to be seen. Now, as far as today's actual trading plan goes, this is my setup for my trading chart. What I'm looking for, you can see that I have those 3-week profile lines marked up here. So I'm going to be watching those, and I'm going to be adding those major composite lines here in just a little bit. And if you need those, you can just go back, pause the video at the beginning of the video, and those lines will be right there on the left-hand side of the screen. It'll show you where those prices are. So I'm going to be adding those to the chart. I want all those composite levels on the chart, but I'm going to really key in on these low volume nodes, and I'm going to make sure that I mark these off on my trigger chart and on this rotation chart as well. So this is probably going to be a prime day to let the cumulative delta lead the way as far as my indicators goes and as far as developing some context in the market. Looks like the market's actually going pretty crazy right now in the pre-market session. We've burst up about, it looks like about 30 or 40 points since we started this video. So again, the crazy volatility continues. It's going to be a nuts day. That's why I'm not even trying to come up with any type of opening scenario right now. I just want to know the levels I'm going to play off of. I'm going to expect the markets to move down. Not really sure what's going on with the news right now. We're going to have to check that out. Something just happened with the news. In fact, let me go ahead and show you the news that I use to track economic news. So this is going to be the Trading Economics tradingeconomics.com/calendar. This is the one that I like to use. And looking at 3-star events, looks like we had a ton of them. Yeah, non-farm payrolls and all of this stuff. So a lot of important news just kicked off. Volatility is insane. Going to have to let the dust settle on this to really get a good read on what's going on in the market. Forgot these things happened as early as they did today, so no big deal. And yeah, we're fighting. We were above that 3-week range low, and now we're fighting to hold below it again. So tons of volatility, crazy day. Be careful trading today, especially if the market's going to be hammering down and doing something like this. We don't really want to jump into gambling here. We want a little bit more surety in our trading. So I'm going to wait for the dust to settle. We're going to see what happens from there. I'm just going to apply my usual trading rules, where I want to work from the outside in on a range. I'm not interested in trying to work from the inside out. I don't want these types of trades. Okay, I'm looking for the outside in on any type of range that I approach. That's going to be an important way for me to interpret and understand the market. So with that said, I hope you all have a great day. Good luck with this crazy volatility. Be super careful out there if you're day trading. There's a lot of uncertainty in the world. There's a lot of violence going on in the charts here lately. It's a very, very sticky, nasty market here lately. So just be super careful. Y'all take care. Have a great day. Thank you for watching, and God bless.